What is the difference between equals method and equals operator? Equals method compares the content of objects. Equals operator compares the hash code. Okay. Say string S1 equal to new string hello. If I write string S2 equal to new string hello. If I write. Okay. Now, if S1 dot equals S2. Now, here, if I write, like suppose otherwise, just a boolean. Now, say string S1 equal to new string hello. String S2 equal to new string hello. If I write boolean b equal to S1 dot equals S2. True or false? True. Boolean b2 equal to S1 double equal to S2. True or false? It is equals operator. It is equals method. First one, true. Second one, false. Here hash code, this is string pool concept is there. You should know string pool concept also. Then you can give answer. Okay. String pool constant, string constant pool concept. Okay. String constant pool. That concept is there. Then only you can give answers. Say here string S1 equal to new string hello. String S2 equal to new string hello. Now boolean B1 equal to, otherwise directly I'll write system dot out dot println S1 dot equals S2. True or false? True. Okay. Say Java C. Demo.java. Java demo. Say true. If it is system dot out dot println S1 double equal to S2. True or false? False. Here separate hash code created. False. Okay. Suppose if I write like this, then both are true. Both are true. Because same hash code created. Both are true. Okay. These all you studied in core Java classes. Here, our task is what we have to do in the Eclipse program you have seen. If object coming, how to compare? If object is not coming, how to compare? That concept required here. Okay. That concept required for session tracking method. You observe here. This program I'll run. Right click. Run as run on server. Next, finish. Here, books.html. Suppose I selected one book, two books I selected, submit. You observe here, book 1 equal to Java 2 complete reference. Book 2 equal to head for Java. Then what is happened? Book 1 is a reference. It refers one object. In this object, Java 2 complete reference like that came. Okay. Now, book 2 like this only came. But book 3 like this came. Object is not created. Here null came. Here book 3 is not appearing. You observe. Book 1 is there. Book 2 is there. Book 1 refers this object. Book 2 refers this object. So like this came. Book 1. Book 3 came like this. Book 2 also came like this. Then if you want to compare object is there or not. Object is there or not means here hash code is there. Object is there. As null is there, object is not there. That is the reason. Here if you want to compare, what you have to do? Equals method or equals operator? Operator record or method record? Program also you have seen. Operator. Now here hash code is there means object is there. Here null is there means object is not there. Like that. Like that we use it. Okay. This depends upon our application task. We have to select. Okay. Now next, it is showing Java to complete reference head for Java. It is stored in browser memory. From browser memory retrieved. See back. Even if I remove, if I click submit, next it is retrieved from browser. So you have seen how to see like these three settings. Here settings. Here cookies and site permissions. Manage and delete cookies site data. Here see all cookies and site data. Here this is 2 cookies created. So localhost 2 cookies. See book 1, book 2. Book 1 contains Java 2 complete reference. Book 2 contains head first Java. Content we can see. This is the problem comes. It is not safe, not secure. Okay. Now you already studied one program, login. This program. Right click, run on server. Select next, finish. Here, homepage.html. Login. Username AAA. Password AAA. Username, password exist. If I click on submit button, how many solids executed? 2 solids. What are those? Login solid, welcome solid. Login solid to welcome solid. What was there? Forwarding or redirecting? I changed it already. You have seen. Redirecting we written. What is the output? We got it. Welcome null. Welcome null. You observe. Welcome null. Okay. Welcome null came. Now here redirected to welcome solid. But output null. What is the main difference between forward and redirect? Forwarding data and control password. Redirecting only control password. That is the reason null coming. With the session tracking method, can I get that username? Yes or no? Yes, possible. Then you have to modify. Say login solid in that. Here login solid. I'll open. Here what you can do, session tracking method you can apply. Here before redirecting, you add the username password to cookie. Now how to create cookie? This username password we have to add. First create cookie. What you have to write? Cookie C1 equal to new cookie. Like something you name. S1. Okay. Next, cookie C2 equal to new cookie. P-word S2. Okay. Now, response dot add cookie C1. Response dot add cookie C2. Added. Now added. See, 2 cookies are created. Now welcome solid. In a welcome solid, here I'll retrieve from client system. Now here instead of writing this style, now cookie, what we have write? Cookie array C equal to, how to bring the get cookies? Request dot get cookies. Now we required only username. Only username required. Now I'll remove this one. Now there are, how many cookies are there? 2 cookies. Now cookie array value. Suppose string S equal to C of 0, first cookie, dot get value. That is displayed. Okay. Now I want to display only cookie name. First cookie only I want to display. Password we should not display, no. Like this, username. Now if I run the program, you observe. Right click, run as, run on server, save. Save. 2 programs I saved. I'll run. Restart the server. Here, homepage.html, login, username AAA, existed username, password, existed password. If I click submit, see, now login solid to welcome solid, what is there? Redirecting or forwarding? Redirecting. But how we are getting this data? Session tracking. Now, this username, password, other people can see. Settings, cookies and site permissions, manage and cookies, see all cookies. Here 2 cookies. Here 2 cookies. Username, password. See, I didn't write password, but we can see password. I didn't write password. I didn't display, but we can see the password. No? That is the reason this is not safe, not secure. Okay. This is not secure. This session tracking method is not suitable if confidential data is there. Okay. But one more session, total how many session tracking method? 4. What is first one? Cookies. Second one, URL rating. Third one, HTTP session. Fourth one, hidden form field. One session tracking method you studied. But the first session tracking method not suitable if the data is confidential. If sensitive information is there, it is not suitable. We should not use. Other people can see your username, password. That problem comes. Okay. Now, about cookies also, I didn't given complete information. Only cookie definition I given you, observe. I have to explain. Before that, second session tracking method I'll explain. After that, I'll compare both. Next, write it. URL rewriting. URL rewriting. Note down. In this session tracking method, client state information appended to URL. In this session tracking method, client state information appended to URL. In the session tracking method, client state information appended to URL. In first session tracking method, client state information, where it is stored? Browser memory. Cookies. Cookies, where it is stored? Browser memory. But here, just appended to URL. With URL transferred. Suppose this is one servlet. This is one servlet. This is one servlet. This is one servlet. Either forward or include or redirect or next hyperlink, submit button, whatever it may be. This servlet URL pattern you will write here, no? This servlet URL pattern you will write here, no? This servlet URL pattern you will write. That URL pattern is there, no? With that URL pattern only appended. With URL pattern, data transferred. This servlet to this servlet, with URL it comes. With this servlet to this servlet, with URL comes. With this servlet to this URL comes. It is one more session tracking method. Okay. Now, first servlet to second servlet. If you want to transfer data, with URL only can transfer. Second servlet to third servlet, with URL only can transfer. But anyhow, this servlet URL pattern you will write here. With that URL pattern, write the session tracking method. This servlet URL pattern you will write here. This servlet URL pattern you will write here. That type. Now, this program will see after that differences I'll give. Now, same program, whatever you studied books program, same program, session tracking method only different. You have seen cookie program. Now, in this program, when you click submit button, received. Now what I'll do, I'll not add to client system. I'll not add to client system. I'll add to URL. Here, next hyperlink, if you click, with that, what I'll do, I'll add. With that, I'll retrieve. So, when you click this solid call, from that URL pattern, I'll retrieve. Now, no cookies. Just these books also, I'll add to this next hyperlink. Then it will bring. See, that is one more session tracking method. Now, how to do this one? See, file, new, dynamic web project. Suppose URL. Next, generate XML, finish. Right click, new, HTML. Books.html. Same program. Books.html, finish. Here, one character also no need to change as it is. That's what I'll do. I'll open cookies program. In that HTML is there, no? That is I'll copy. This HTML code I'll copy. Here I'll paste. No change as it is. You observe. Submit button. Here set only I'll write. Then URL pattern also I'll write set only. Now I didn't modify single character also. As it is, I'm continuing. Okay. Now this is HTML. Next, right click, new, solid. Package name, suppose URL. Class name, suppose set URL. Okay, set URL. Next, it is set only, I'll write. Set. Okay. Next, get type request. Finish. First of all, from HTML, you have to receive. How to receive? From HTML, string s1 equal to request dot get parameter. Parameter is book 1. Same style, string s2 equal to request dot get parameter. Book 2. Okay. Next, string s3 equal to request dot get parameter. Book 3. Okay. After this, book 1, book 2, book 3. 3 books received. This data we have to append to URL. First, in our program, here, next hyperlink required for writing next hyperlink. Print writer, PW equal to response dot get writer. PW dot println. Here, anchor tag, href equal to get. Next. Okay. For this, you can add some other code. pw.println. This is also where to display. No, your books are added to cart. Your books are added to cart. Okay. Now you can add some other HTML code. Now HTML body, PG, color, these all whatever you want, you can write. Now here level 1 heading, close. Here pw.println, center close, HTML close, body close, HTML close. See here what we have to do, see here background color red, text color yellow, center displayed, your books are added to cart. Next, now this session tracking method is these books we have to add to this URL. So how to add? Here this S1, S2, S3 you have to add like this, question mark book 1. It is syntax. Book 1 equal to S1 and book 2 equal to S2 and book 3 equal to S3. This is URL rewriting. But S1 is object reference. It is just like a variable, but it should not be inside the double quotes. No. Say, if I write string S equal to welcome. Okay. System dot out dot println. Yes. What is the output comes? Yes comes or welcome comes? Yes. But if I write like this, here, it is inside the double quotes. You observe already double quotes started. It is inside the double quotes. We should not write double quotes end plus S1 again plus double quotes start. Okay. Again S2 double quotes plus double quotes plus here plus double quote. Now here you observe double quotes started here, double quotes ended here. Okay. S1 stored nothing but value. So book 2 again double quote started here, double quote ended here. It is outside. Now not inside the double quotes. If inside the double quote, S1 only printed. So like this. If you write like this, welcome printed. If you write double quotes, yes only printed. Okay. Like that. Now appended to URL. Okay. Now you observe. Up to here, if I execute, what will be happen? Just you observe. It is just like a get method type appears. Run on server. Save. Now actually we have to retrieve the data from URL. Okay. Now how to retrieve from URL? We'll see. Now books.html. Now I selected 2 books. When I click submit button, Your books are added to cart. Next. This is different. Now you observe. If I click next, that is using get method coming. Here, next hyperlink, if you click, what you are getting, see, book 1 equal to, say, get, I don't know, question mark, I written, no, myself I written question mark. Book 1 equal to Java to complete reference. Book 2 equal to for Java. Book 3 equal to null. This null, this type came. Null. This is string object. This object referred by book 3. Now, whether it is null or not null, you have to check. How to check? Equal operator or equals method. This null you have to check. Yesterday, 4 examples I given, but still you are not giving answer. Now, we have to check the content of string object. Equals method or equals operator? Equals method, not operator. Here you are checking means operator. Here you are checking method. Content of string object. Now, here you observe, you are getting book 3 also. I didn't select book 3, but you are getting null as an object. Null as an object coming now. Null nothing but now double quotes, that type. This content null coming, but hash code is there. Equals operator, if you check, all are there. All books selected, it shows. This is we have to check. Okay. Now equals method we have to write. Equals method. Now it is set. This get cookie. Nothing but get URL program we have to write. You observe. Again right click. New. Solid. Package. URL. Get URL. Next. Next. Do get. First of all, we have to receive from that URL. Now how to receive? String S1 equal to same request dot get parameter. Book 1. String S2 equal to request dot get parameter. Book 2. Now book 3, now selected item also coming, not selected item also coming. Because I written like that only. Instead of checking there, here we are checking. Here if it is not equal to null. Not equals method is there? No. Then how to check? S1 dot equals equal not null. No, not equal to null. How to check? Not operator. Okay. Now, suppose book 1 selected. Book 1 selected. In that book 1, what will be there? Java to complete reference. Java to complete reference equals null. False. Not false. True. Then we have to display. Now, book 1 selected. Book 1 selected. In the book 1, what will be there? Java to complete reference. Java to complete reference equals null. False. Not false. Then display. Suppose book 2 selected. In a book 2, what will be there? Head first Java. Head first Java equals null. False. Not false. Then display. Suppose book 3 not selected. What will be there? Null. Null equals null. Not true. Don't display. Because not equals method is not there. That is the reason we are writing like this. Okay. Now, you have to display. Same style, second if condition. Third if condition. S2, S3. Okay. Here print writer PW equal to response dot get writer. Now PW dot println S1, PW dot println S2, PW dot println S3. Okay. While displaying these all, you can display selected books. You can add HTML, body, BG color, suppose yellow, text, red. Now PW dot println H1 underline text selected books underline level 1 heading. This book displayed after displaying new line required no line break. Here displayed new line. Here displayed new line. After this HTML close. Body close. HTML close. Over. So here from URL it retrieved. It is just like a HTML type. After that, selected books displayed. Here, if it is selected, printed. Not selected, not printed. Right click, run on server, save. Here, books.html. Say, suppose I selected this book. Submit. Your books are added to cart. Next. Head for Java. But where is this data? Just in the address bar only is there. See, that is only I displayed here. That is only I retrieved here. In address bar only is there. That is only I displayed. While what will happen, whenever you move the cursor from here in this page to another page, you will move the cursor. No, this data vanished. Again, if you append, it will come. If you don't append, it will not come. But that is stored in browser memory. We can set time interval. For this one, time interval, all those things not possible. Just one solid, other solid, other solid, other solid. Always you have to append. Okay. Here, this data like this not displayed in the previous program you observed. Like this not displayed in the previous program. I'll run previous program also you observe. Cookies, right click, run on server. Here, see where it is. That is not there, no? Only get is there. Books are not there. Because where these books, from where it is retrieved? Cookies, browser memory. Cookies. From cookies retrieved. But that is different. That is with URL only retrieved. Okay. Now, here 3 programs, books.html, 1 character also I didn't change. No need to write. Set url.java. This one write it. After program, I'll give notes. Set url.java. Set url.java. It is just equivalent to set cookie type. I'll make it star. Right, this one. No done. So here S1, S2, S3, these are variables. It should be outside the double quotes. Otherwise S1, S2, S3 printed. So here books are added to URL. See, this is the URL pattern. With URL pattern, I appended 3 books. This is also one session tracking method. Over here from HTML page retrieved, all added to URL. After checking, you can add. But even after checking, if you add, there also again you have to retrieve. Again you have to check. Instead of checking, all I added. Because suppose if you check, if not equal to null, you will add. But there also again not equal to null, you have to write. Anyhow, that is the reason I added without checking only. Now all books added. Selected book also, not selected also. All added. Later I am checking there. Is it clear? So this data retrieved from HTML. That data appended to URL. Appended to URL. Now I added S1 also, S2 also, S3 also, all added. Selected or not selected, I'm not checking. I'm adding all. After that, there I'm checking whether selected or not selected. Okay. Is it over? Now this is set URL. But one more program is there, no? Get URL. Write this one. Get URL.java. Your doubts end of the session I'll clarify. Online students. If I open chat box, how can they write notes? Chat box not visible to online students, but visible to offline students. That is they don't know. That is the problem. Write this one. Get URL.java. Get URL.java. Doubt? First program. That is only. There, if you check also, again you have to check here. Anyhow, you have to check here. That is the reason better adding. There, if you check also, here you have to check again. If you check, if you add also, null will come. That is the reason. Instead of checking, directly attaching better. Now, these all retrieved from URL. From URL also same procedure. Get parameter method only. Is it over? Now here, it is coming like this. Book 1, reference, refers, object. This object selected means book will be there. Not selected, null will be there. That is the reason we are checking like this. Okay. This book 1 only, I replaced it like a S1, S2, S3 now. There book 1 added, here S1 came. Okay. I given there. Here, if you want to check, equals method required and not. Okay. If not equals printed. No. Is it completed, all students? See. Total how many session tracking methods? 4. What is first one? Second one? Third one? Fourth one? Hidden form fields. Now 2 session tracking method completed. Cookies and URL reading. In cookies, client state information, nothing but your books. In previous program, that login program, username, password. That is client state information. Where it is stored? Browser memory. Second session tracking method, appended to URL. That's it. Appended to URL. Again, if you want to send to next page, again, these all you have to append to next solid. It is not so easy. Okay, everything again you have to append to URL next. Now, what's the difference between cookies and URL reading? We'll see now. Note down. Cookies versus URL rewriting. Cookies versus URL rewriting. Cookies versus URL rewriting. One side cookies, one more side URL rewriting. In this session tracking method, client state information stored at client side in browser memory. In this session tracking method, client state information appended to URL. In the session tracking method, client state information stored at client side in browser memory. In the session tracking method, client state information appended to URL. Cookie constructor, how many parameters it takes? Name and value pair. Name and value. Name which type, value which type. Name string type, value also string type. Can you pass employee class object there? No. String is final class. String subclass is not there. String only can pass. If you want integer also in double quotes you can pass. Later you have to convert into integer, parse in. But employee object and student object, can you pass? No. So it supports string type data only. Here, URL. If you add employee reference, will you get it employee data? No. Here also same. It supports string type data only. By default, when cookies are vanished, when our browser window is closed, when the client state information vanished in URL reading, once if it is passed, next page only vanished. If you add, it will be there. Otherwise, not there. By default, cookies are vanished whenever browser window is closed. Until browser window closed, it will be there. But here client state information is vanished whenever control passed to next solid. Here, is it possible to set the time interval? Cookies. Yes. You are letting? No. Here by default cookies are vanished whenever browser window is closed. Here client state information is vanished whenever control passes to next solid. Say set URL to get URL, control passed. But again get URL to one more solid, it is passed, then vanished. Here at least until browser window is closed, it will wait. But there immediately vanished. Here it is possible to set the time interval by using set max age method. Of cookie class. Here it is possible to set the time interval by using set max age method of cookie class. Here it is not possible to set the time interval. Here it is not possible to set the time interval. Here time interval is not possible. Cookies are displayed in address bar? No. In a browser window, not displayed. If you display yourself, then it will display. Otherwise, it won't display. But here, even if it don't display, also it will display in address bar. Say, in a URL reading, in address bar also displayed, be written explicitly, we displayed in the browser main window. But there displayed, here displayed. Here we displayed main window. But in address bar automatically displayed, no? So here client state information not displayed in browser window. Here client state information displayed in address bar in a browser window. Your client state information displayed in address bar in a browser window. Now, your client state information not displayed in browser window. Your client state information displayed in address bar in a browser window. No, is it over? Now, are these secure? Cookies? No, other people can see. But you are reading? You are reading secure? URL ID directly displayed in address bar. That is also not secure. At least cookies, it doesn't appears. If you want to see some settings option, you can see. But URL password also display directly in the address bar. Even if they don't know how to say, also they can see. But cookies, at least somewhere it is stored through settings, control. So many settings options are there. But URL ID directly displayed in the address bar. Write it. This session tracking method is not secure because client state information can be viewed by users through browser settings option. This session tracking method is not secure because client state information can be viewed by users through browser settings option. This session tracking method also not secure because here client state information displayed in address bar. This session tracking method also not secure because here client state information displayed in address bar in a browser window. So both are not secure. Both are not secure. Here size of the data is limited. Here also size of the data is limited. So for every website, some number of cookies, maximum number of cookies, some limitation is there. Depends upon browser memory. But address bar also continuously you type address bar somewhere it is going to end. That much data only it will take. More than that enter, data loss will occur. You lose the data. Here also size of the data is limited. Here size of the data is limited. Here also size of the data is limited. Say cookies where it is going to be stored in browser memory. Browser will allocate some memory for cookies. That much memory only possible. More than that, not possible. Here address bar display, no? Address bar continuously you type some data in address bar. Somewhere it is going to end. Somewhere it is stopped. That much data only it will take. That it depends upon browsers, depends upon versions. Some browser it will take 8 kilobytes. Some browser will take 16 kilobytes. Like that limitation is there. At last both the cases limitation is there. Okay. Now, suppose in a browser, you can disable cookies. You can disable. Then this session tracking method doesn't work. Suppose one website requires cookies. You disable here. Then you open that website, it doesn't work. But URL ID always works. You cannot disable. Okay. This session tracking method fails if the cookies are disabled. This session tracking method fails if the cookies are disabled. This session tracking method always works. Because you cannot disable that concept. Cookies possible, we can disable. This session tracking method fails if the cookies are disabled. This session tracking method always works. Say, I have some confidential data. I have some sensitive information. Then which one better? Cookies are you letting? Both are not better. Okay. Both the cases problem is there. That is the reason third session tracking method. But why this first and second? It is not outdated. First and second not outdated. Third one secure, and there is no limitation, unlimited data, n number of bytes you can allocate sessions. And there, but why these two session tracking methods are there? That is you will understand in tomorrow class. Okay. Now first, is it clear about cookies you are letting? Say here client state information. Client state information means every client, some information will be there. That is client state information. If it is login application, username, password is called client state information. If it is this books application, books are client state information. One person will select 2 books, one person will select 3 books, one person will select 5 books, like that will be there. So that is client state information. And the username, password is a client state information in previous login program. So here, that information stored in browser memory, here appended to URL. Whenever control passed one page to another page, URL rating vanished. But here, until you close the browser, it will be there. But even if you want to set time interval, possible. Here, not possible. And here, string only. Here, string only. Here, displayed in browser window, not displayed, here displayed. This is not secure because other people can see through browser settings option. But here directly displayed in address bar, directly doesn't appears password also. Here size of the data limitation is there. Here limitation is there. This is failed if it is disabled. We can disable cookie. Settings option only, cookies enable disable option will be there. You can disable also. But this session tracking method you cannot disable. Always works. Okay. Now, after learning third session tracking method, you will understand why these two not outdated. Okay. Because there is no limit, n number of bytes you can store, and confidential data also you can use because stored in server memory. Stored in server memory. That is also always works. But many advantages are there. But why these two not outdated? That is you will understand after learning that one. That is tomorrow. Okay. We'll see continuation tomorrow. Online student, now I'll explain your doubts. One by one I'll explain. Just wait 2 minutes.